y'all. Hey, happy Tuesday, how you doing? It's my day. It's over now. Oh, I ain't never seen no spirit plane. I see a spirit plane in the sky. I mean, I don't never seen one flying in the sky. This is the first time I saw one. Oh, you know, I work over here by the airport, so a spirit plane was taking off as I'm coming out of the gate this day. Let me turn this music down, y'all. It's been a good day. I want to share something with y'all. I gave a person a ride this morning, which is not something I've done in years. I saw the young lady coming out of her job, right? She had on and I just noticed her because she had on a blue wig. And it was the cutest little wig. Also, she looked cute with that little blue wig on. And so she also had on a clear backpack, and her lunchbox was clear. I saw she worked over there, and it was coming out of the Amazon warehouse. I say, well, they must have a rule where you have to wear, you have to have a clear backpack and a clear lunchbox. They have to see into your stuff. Now, I don't know if that's their rule or not. If some of y'all work for Amazon, you could tell me. But she basically had this on. So I saw her, and I stopped this morning, and I was stopped about 10 minutes this morning. I started coming up the light, and she was walking fast. She was still just walking. And I'm like, okay, all right. Something then said, give her a ride. Like, I ain't giving her no ride. I don't want one. I'm telling y'all, this is the honest truth. This is a conversation I'm having with myself. So, like I said, I stopped. 10 minutes later, by the time, I get in my car, I see her a little bit farther down the road. I'm like, okay, where she going to? So I'm thinking maybe she gonna catch the bus. I was standing and wait on the bus stop, but she just kept walking. So by the time I get in my car and I get up to the light, she had got a lot closer. I'm seeing her in my rearview mirror, right? I'm like, So I kept walking. I kept going. I'm like, so I got to a light. However long that light was, it seemed like the light lasts forever. She was steady coming up. Something again said, give her a ride. And I'm like, no, because these people something else nowadays. This is me rationalizing why I'm saying no, right? But ain't nothing been on me to give somebody a ride, right? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. And so, I got farther up. She was still walking. I said, she ain't not. Because I done passed the two bus stops. I'm constantly, because it's on Shena Drive in the morning, it's light after light. How come every light I caught was a red light? Enough for me to still see her in my rear view mirror. I could see her. I'm like, no. Y'all, finally, I got to the light at Shena Drive and Airways. And she still was quite a ways back. Some said, give her a ride. I said, Lord have mercy, what is this? So I pulls over, right? And so by this time, she kind of, you trying to cut your steps. She cut across right there and walked across. It's fenced in, but it's a part where it's grass, and you could cut across the grass and kind of go cat-a-corner. So she was cutting across the grass. I rolled my window down because it was cold this morning. I said, ma'am, where are you going? And she said, I'm going home. I know she had to cover at least 2 miles by herself. Because I had to sit there a minute to wait for her to get up to where I was. Because I had done passed her, of course. Oh, Jesus. I said, ma'am, come on, get in the car. Get in the car. She got in, and I said, she proceeded to tell me where she lived. She said, you're going to turn at Winchester Mill Branch. Well, I work up close to there, so I'm like, well, it's not going to take me but a minute. Keep in mind, I'm on my way to work, and y'all know I go to work early. I'm like, it ain't going to take me but a minute. If she lives over in this area, to take her 5 minutes out of my way at the most and come back. around, and come back to work. In that time that I was with her, y'all, she spent time talking to me. And I'm telling you what God will do. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. I'm gonna make a turn right quick. Okay, y'all, I had to get to a point where I can kind of fix y'all up here. This thing don't work too well. But in the time we were talking, and I was asking her about, her situation and stuff, and she was just telling me sometimes she has to walk to work, sometimes she has to walk back, back and forth to work. And sometimes she has a ride with her daughter, and sometimes she doesn't, but she doesn't let that stop her. In that conversation, she told me she was 50 years old. And I just shared with her my testimony. I said, baby, I remember those days. I said, but I want to applaud you. You're doing well. I said, because some people, young folks, able-bodied people, it's one thing when you can't, but it's another when you can. I said, you doing the darn thing. You getting up, making a commitment to do it. And do y'all know I drove her another 6 miles? She had at least another 6-mile walk. I drove her 6 miles, y'all, which took me all of 7 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes in a car. But could you imagine how long it was going to take her on foot? And then she has to get up and do it all over again today. Maybe she'll get a ride and maybe she won't. But that's somebody who's trying for their life. And I said, baby, I've been there. I said, I remember when me and my daughter, I would get up at 5 in the morning. We was on that first bus with my child to get her to school. I would take her to school, and I didn't put my child off the bus. I got off the bus with her, waited for her to go in the building, then I got back on the bus to go to my job. I did it all over again. Do y'all hear me? When it was time to pick her up, it wasn't no, well, the bus gonna go, and then you had to get off the bus and then get back on the bus. And there was times when we had to go places we walked. I had family members seeing me walk and say, and would tell me, I saw y'all. But I never thought doing nothing was the answer for us to get up out the situation that we were in. I never thought me working and putting forth an effort. And I know people be on here talking about, you don't forget where you came from. No, I didn't forget where I came from. I always remember. But I always remember I put forth an effort in that season. Either I was going to school or I was working. And sometimes both. Never in my wildest dream did I say, you know what? How I'm going to get out of this situation? I'm going to do nothing. I'm going to be on the system. Because the system is only going to get you so far. Do you want more for your life? Do you want more for your children? Even if you don't have kids, do you want more for you? And how do you think that it's somebody else's responsibility for you? And I told her, I said, honey, I admire you because you are doing the darn thing. You keep your head up and you keep going. And I just, prayed for her, and I told her blessings to you. And for that moment, it was a blessing to me too, because I'm like, sometimes you forget that it's still people, because you get so disenchanted with how some of these folks are now who think the world owes them everything. Especially when you done been there struggling. I still be struggling. And guess what? When I see I can't make a bill or this or that, or money getting tight, I'm sitting up here trying to figure out another hustle, another legal hustle I can do to earn extra money. And I'd be hurting at days. I'd be hurting. The last thing I'd be saying, I don't want to do nothing else. My daughter and I were talking about some days, you get up, and I don't care if you love your job. You don't feel like going all the time. But it's putting forth the effort of your life. So I just want to encourage you today. I know it may seem hard. It may seem tough. You may not have the most. You may be living from paycheck to paycheck, and you saying, what's the use? It's the use. Because you keep going and keep believing. God is going to elevate you. Keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on putting in the effort. Keep on putting in the work. Your work is not in vain. Your efforts is not in vain. God sees you. He sees what you're doing. And it may take years. There's no time limit on when God can move in your life. So keep on doing what you're doing. And like I said, it was a blessing to me this morning to talk to her. We said a few other things, but it was a blessing for me to talk to her. And I hope I blessed her with what I had to say. I don't know. But in obedience, sometimes God will show you something that you need to see. And I'm telling you, I was like, I'm not letting nobody in my car, because you have to be so careful. But I saw that young lady coming out of work. I saw her hoofing it. I'm like, it's cold out here. And I'm like, oh Lord. But you know, I really and truly thought, well, she's stopping to catch the bus. But you don't know her situation, because it was times, honey, when Amber was in school, I had to use my vacation time strategically when I didn't have gas to put in my car, because I hadn't sent her my last. I hadn't paid on her tuition. This ain't been that many years ago. And I was driving left. Before work and after work. And I was doing MLM. I was hustling. She didn't qualify for nothing. And I'm like, well, I ain't making no money. That's the truth. But I'm like, I ain't making enough to sustain us. How she can't qualify for nothing? So I'm telling y'all, just keep on going, y'all. Keep on going, honey, because if you putting forth an effort, it will come to pass where God is gonna bring you up, and He's gonna bring you out. And I just wanted to encourage you today that this woman, I was so inspired by her this morning, you know, just to see that she was doing a darn thing, and she didn't make an excuse for why she couldn't do something for her life. At some point, you can't keep on blaming people. You got to take accountability and start doing something, getting up, showing up for you. Anyway, that's that for that. So I get to work because I got to work a few minutes later than I normally do. And y'all, I've been at my company almost 20 years, right? My cousin been there a lot longer. I have several family members that work there. I don't talk about it a whole lot, but I do. And the funny part about it is people always saying, do you know so-and-so and so-and-so? And y'all have to keep in mind, this corporation I work for, FedEx, has over 500,000 employees worldwide, probably 30-something thousand here in Memphis. And so I get tickled when people ask me. I'm like, I may know them by face or whatever, you know, but it's not like you just gonna see a person all the time. Y'all, in the 20 years I've worked there, like I said, my brother's been at this corporation 30 years. I have other family members who've been there longer than I have. Do you know, when I've seen my sister, it's because I've went over there deliberately. When I've seen my brother at work, it's because he's come deliberately. Today, in 20 years, y'all, almost 20 years, was the first day me and my cousin, and I work in the building right next door to her. She said, and we done seen each other at family functions, but when we don't be talking about work. That's the last thing we be talking about. I have had to talk to my cousin via email and stuff dealing with the job. And it's so funny. I saw her this morning. I said, hey, girl, hey. She said, what you doing over here? I said, I work over here. She said, how long you been over here? I said, 4 years. She said, I thought you was still at so-and-so and so-and-so. So it's funny, y'all, how I just got tickled because I'm like, people asking me all the time, do you know so-and-so and so-and-so you work? I say, I got family members. We know each other, know plenty of each other. We work at the same corporation, but we don't see each other on their base. Our job functions don't even match. You know, we don't do things. If we need to reach out to each other, we know somebody in the area, we know that, oh, okay, I got a family member work over there. Let me go over there and ask her so-and-so. And let me, send her an email and ask her. And I've had to do that with this particular cousin, and she's had to do that with me. So it's just the funniest thing today. I thought, wow, that is too funny. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that little tidbit with y'all. It's a wreck up here, y'all. A semi done hit a car. Lord have mercy. Thank God. Look like everybody all right out of it. Up at here in Chevy Drive in Lamar. It's Chevy Drive in Lamar. But anyway, I just thought I would talk to y'all on the way home today. I'm going to get my hind parts home to this house. And I'm gonna kick back and relax today. I told y'all last week, I was telling y'all about that preventative healthcare benefit, on your insurance last week. Child, how about it? They were quick with it, but they mailed the checks separately, child. So I got the checks in the mail yesterday, and they had them all in the mail. I was like, that was the quickest processing I ever did see. And we were MetLife, so we had an information call on the on our new insurance, which is going to be United Healthcare. So I got to look up to see if my current physician is in that network, and if not, I got to find someone in the network. Oh Lord have mercy, y'all. Excuse me, I didn't mean to be yawning all in y'all face. Oh, today, y'all, this is not a family member, but her videos have been coming up in my For You, and a few of them came up today. As I told you, I have my other screen rolling while I'm working. Two of them came up today, and it's called the young lady's name is called Shena Blessed. She seems to be a single mother, and it's just funny because she was showing how she gave up her room. They live in a 1-bedroom apartment. She gave up her room for her son to have his own room. He wanted his own room, and she makes up her couch, let out couch every day. And she just show how she do before she go to work, fixing them breakfast, cooking dinner, and things like that. But go over and support her and help uplift her, because I think she's just trying to make it better for her and her son. She's trying to make YouTube another legitimate hustle for her, as long as her job, to make a better situation for her child. But it's called Shena Blessed, and I will link her below. Like I said, she's not a family member. Don't even know I watch her. You do not have to. And that's one thing I have deliberately not said. You don't have to tell people that you came from here. If it's a channel you like, I hope this month, I know you might not get to everyone, but I do hope that you all find something in one of the channels that you like, and maybe subscribe along the way throughout the month, But anyway, that's enough of that. I'm going to get off here. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of talk to you all on the way home from work. But I'm going to finish my drive at 5. It ain't 5 o'clock, but I'm just saying. I'm going to finish my drive at 5. And you can tell it ain't 5 because the traffic is light. But anyway, I want you to know you're loved. I love you, but God truly loves you the most. And thank y'all for coming by here. Don't forget to always be kind to yourself and others. Be joyful and be blessed. Love y'all. Bye.